haunted houses have been a part of our culture for a very long time. The idea of Halloween itself isn't even relatively new. I mean, after all, the holiday itself is about 2,000 years old, and a huge tradition of Halloween has always been the haunted houses. But what exactly nobody asks is, what is the history of said haunted houses? Well, in this video, you're about to find out. It all starts in the 19th century, or should I say the beginning of it, when new forms of illusions and attractions begin to take over not America, not France, but instead another great country, the United Kingdom. That's right, folks.
In 1802, Marie Tussaud scandalized British audiences with wax sculptures of decapitated French figures, which included King Louis XVI, Marie Antoinette, and Maximilien de Robespierre.
These life-size sculptures were astonishingly accurate to the way that these real people died. And as a special bonus, this lady also made sculptures of real French Revolution victims that terrified guests in her little home walkthrough. So what did Tussaud decide to do after this? Well, her at-home attraction was becoming very popular amongst the people in London, so she decided to make this official. She opened up her own patent and everything, and made her Chamber of Horrors a real established business with her own title, slogan, incorporation, and everything. I'm being, superb with it, because it was 19th century and patents didn't really exist yet. But the point is, she made it official. And it got so popular when she moved into London that other places and even other countries started intimidating too. In Paris, France, the great Guignol Theater became incredibly famous for its onstage depiction of graphic dismemberment. The theater's owner and director, Max Morley, constantly boasted to the press about how he would judge his actors and his performances. And the way he would do that is he would determine his decision by how many people passed out of fear in the audience. So basically, the more people scared to death, the better. In 1916, a public fairground in Flux in the United Kingdom decided to be the first ones after Tussaud to open and debut their public haunted house. But however, private homes began to do this too. Much like today, groups of families would get together and decorate their basements and their houses with kooky little Halloween decorations. But just one problem remained. Unlike today's technology, which can pretty much create anything we want, technology back in the late 1800s was... it sucked. Kids would go door to door in these houses, even during these times, trick-or-treating, getting candy. Sound familiar? And they would also go into each other's basements and see their Halloween decorations. I kid you not. This was also a good incentive for parents to keep children out of trouble, especially since their holiday pranks were causing damage to real estate, private properties, and other sorts of things like vehicles at the time. It was a disaster till they decided to do it. But of course, while these are getting big in Europe, in North America, it's not really gaining too much attention. That is until somebody does it in America. Walt Disney founds the Haunted Mansion in 1969 in Disneyland, located inside Florida. More than 82,000 people passed through the Haunted Mansion on opening day, which was designed in the style of the Evergreen House and the Witch Nester Mystery House. The Haunted Mansion's centerpiece was a 90-foot-long ballroom sequence of dining ghouls at a birthday party. Disney used attractions such as Pepper's Ghost, which use replicated light to project an image of ghosts dancing within the walls of the building. But what most people don't realize is even though the ghouls and the actors and everything else in haunted houses made them scary, something was the acting force behind all of it. And it was the comparison of the technology, which always made American haunted houses better than anything else in the world. A witch no longer required a fake prop standing over a fake cauldron. Now, with modern technology, a witch head could be placed inside of a bubble, telling a creepy fortune or creating a spooky seance. What? What? Don't look at me like that. This is all true. Yeah, you think on it. You think on it, and I'll get back to you. Ghosts were also no longer a sheet hanging from a tree. Now, they're props that can make movements, sounds, and do other things. Okay, you need a new mechanism, and you need to stay tuned. Soon this became a nationwide thing, and everybody started doing it. In California, Knott's Berry Farm decided to create their own kind of haunted house attractions. Even evangelicals made their own kind of anti-Halloween decorations in the churches, which in 1972 would prove ironic because Jerry Falwell and Liberty University introduced their first Hell House, which, according to our sources, is a haunted house, but 10 times worse. As Hollywood began to release their own movies, such as Halloween, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and even Friday the 13th, the haunted house industry reaped the benefits. These horror movies fueled the demand for scary attractions and cross-promotional advertisements. However, friends, if haunted houses can go up, they can surely go down. Especially in flames.
Water pumps and hose was able to enter the building about 20 feet, but had to immediately retreat due to the heat, smoke, and flames. Six Flags security at 6:41 p.m. alerted municipal fire crews from Jackson and surrounding cities of a fire. Firefighters now had to control a building that had been completely engulfed by a growing fire.
A fire at a haunted house in New Jersey trapped and killed 8 teenagers. In the aftermath, attractions were shut down, and the government even had to get involved, enacting stronger safety regulations. Volunteer organizations struggled to compete against new competition with stronger regulations. Soon, many were forced out of business. It was a tragic day that local citizens will never forget. But ignoring that, over 20 years, the haunted house industry has began to grow like never before. Now, we're seeing things such as zombie fights, zombie hayrides, haunted house escape games, and even grisly Halloween super stories. Haunted houses are truly miraculous. They can do things to you that nothing else in the world can. They can make you live the fear. But no matter how you look at haunted houses these days, they're a lot like circuses, which we'll get into in another episode.